This is the G55 Sotto Serie 0. And unfortunately for this aircraft, it's in a bit of a awkward battle rating for air realistic. But for ground realistic, let's just say this is one of the few aircraft I do not want to face. I really did not have the mood to make this video. Mainly because I know that this is not going to do so well, for multiple reasons. Firstly, it's an RB video. Those don't really do so well, nearly as much as the ground RB videos. Secondly, it's an Italian aircraft. And a lot of players don't really care about an Italian aircraft and would rather see more German aircraft. And thirdly, the new update is out, all these new vehicles around, everybody is just looking up all these new vehicles and grinding for them or just taking them out to ground RB. And I delayed it even further to the point where I'm uploading this thing on Monday. But you know what? Screw it. I don't care if this video didn't really do so well, I'm just gonna wing it. After all, I did have a bunch of good clips in this thing and I'm not going to let it go to waste. This is the G55 Sotto Serie 0. Not to be confused with the G55S. That's a premium aircraft. And unfortunately for this aircraft, it's in a bit of a awkward battle rating for air realistic. But for ground realistic, well, let's just say this is one of the few aircraft I do not want to face. Because as you can see, in this battle rating there's a lot of planes that is really good turn fighters or really good energy fighters or really good boom and zoom aircraft. This G55 is trying to be all of them. And it's actually doing decently well. You can go up to 638 km an hour, but you can go even faster than that, up to 840 km an hour before your plane starts ripping itself off. So yes, you can boom and zoom in this thing. However, I don't think this thing really has a decent energy retention. Maybe it does, but comparing with the Soviet fighters, not so much. And then the turn time on this thing. Again, this is one of those aircrafts where the turn time is actually a giant big fat lie. Because I could have sworn this thing's turn time is at least 18 seconds instead of 20 seconds. Like, the turn time on this thing is ridiculous. And finally, the rate of climb for, high altitude booming, zooming and whatever is actually not too bad. However, the reason why I pointed out this thing is in a rather awkward battle rating for air realistic is the fact that in this battle rating, especially if you get up tiered, you're gonna come across a lot of planes that can climb incredibly well. You go up to 2000 meters or 3000 meters altitude, there's already enemy planes at like 4000 meters in altitude. And not to mention, a lot of them are interceptors or the Focke-Wulf 190 F8 that's been classed as a strike aircraft, that means it gets an air spawn. So unfortunately, in those situations, I keep finding myself being the one getting boom and zoom, which unfortunately is no fun at all, even though this thing's turn rate is actually pretty excellent. But one saving grace that this aircraft have is the armaments, which again, more or less the reason why I don't really want to see this thing in ground RB. In the nose you have a single 20mm MG151 autocannon. The same German 20mm autocannon you find in pretty much every single German aircraft you come across. So yes, if you've been playing the BF109, like the F4 or the G2, G6, with a single 20mm in the nose, then you know that this one single 20mm is more than enough to blow the enemy's wings clean off. And of course you have the same set of ammunition, air target's belt, armor piercing, a whole bunch of high explosive incendiary, and then incendiary tracer. And not to mention, 700 rounds per minute and you have 250 rounds of ammunition in this thing. You're not going to be running out of ammo anytime soon. But, in the event that it does, you have 4 of these 50 caliber Breda Surfar machine gun. But Jim, these are Italian 50 caliber. These aren't the 50 BMGs. But here's the thing though, the Italian 50 caliber has a very scary 50 caliber ammunition belt for air targets. Armor piercing incendiary tracer, armor piercing incendiary, and high explosive fragmentation bullet. Yeah, There's a reason why I'm a little concerned whenever I see an Italian fighter. And if you're wondering, if you're taking this thing out into ground RB, should we bring armor targets belt or ground targets or whatever? My answer is no, because unfortunately these 50 cals or these 20mm is really nothing like the American 50 BMGs, so at the very most you're just shooting open top vehicles, something you're already doing with the air targets belt. But the good news is that if you don't really want to be a liability in the match, flying the plane and just shooting down enemy planes and not really doing anything else, you do have the option to carry bombs. The only downside is that the one thing that's keeping this thing tethered to the earth. Yeah, only 100 kilograms. And a battle rating 4.3, well, actually 4.7. You will be seeing a lot of heavy tanks, and let's just say these 100 kilogram shells are not the most golden thing ever. But let's just say these 100 kilogram shells are not the most golden thing ever. So TLDR, good speed, decent energy retention, decent turn time, decent climb rate, very good armaments. A little bit awkward to use in air realistic, but bring this thing to ground RB and you will become a god. But that's all I gotta say about the G55 Sotto Serie 0. Now let's take this thing out into battle and hopefully I don't get any up tiers or see any yak trees.
Our victory is near.
Yeah, like hell I would like to climb back up. This guy using his energy, very nice. Yeah, I applaud your effort. I lost control in the last second. Yeah, sorry buddy.
Excellent.
Come on, you're so brave. Fight me, asshole.